Marvel's What If third and final season is about to premiere. And honestly, I'm kind of disappointed. When your show is about the multiverse, they just kind of wasted it, I felt like. So I'm going to give you 5 stories I wish I could have seen in Marvel's What If. Number 1, what if Iron Man became the president? In an alternate 2015, Tony Stark, instead of creating an AI, instead runs for office. And at his first night, the Winter Soldier assassinates the First Lady. Tony calls on the Avengers. Cap sees that it's Bucky. He tries to tell Tony that he's being brainwashed. He doesn't listen and kills Bucky. Steve is filled with rage and attacks the president, and this would lead to civil war. Number 2, what if the Guardians of the Galaxy died? We all remember that iconic scene where the Guardians are holding hands, holding the Power Stone. But what if they died right there and a new team has to assemble? I'm thinking Captain Marvel, Nova, Silver Surfer, Howard the Duck, and Korg. Number 3, what if Thanos became king? We all remember in Infinity War when Thanos grabbed the Infinity Gauntlet, snapped his fingers, and removed half the universe. But what if he was more brutal than that? What if there is very few heroes left to save us from this tyrant? I'm thinking Steve Rogers, who now has his own Iron Man suit in honor of the fallen Tony Stark. Shuri, who is now the last Black Panther, and Miles Morales, who has taken up the mantle of Spider-Man, and maybe a few other heroes who's willing to continue the fight. Number 4, what if Doctor Strange assembled the Midnight Suns? Doctor Strange is faced with a threat that he cannot defeat alone, so he calls on the help of Ghost Rider, Werewolf by Night, Man-Thing, Moon Knight, and of course, Blade. The threat could either be Scarlet Witch, Agatha, Dormammu, just something that these characters need to come together to face. Number 5, what if Steve Rogers became the Hulk? We all know that Steve was injected by the super soldier serum that turned him into Captain America. But what if something went wrong and it turned him into a giant behemoth, and a group of heroes had to come together to keep him from hurting himself, hurting others, and out of the hands of the Red Skull? I'm thinking Bucky Barnes takes the vibranium shield and leads the Hydra Stomper, who is now controlled by Howard Stark, and Wolverine to go save this hulking Steve Rogers.